Hi, hello there, I'm Drake and welcome to another day on Dartmoor. And today I'm talking to you from a new area of the garden. This is just a small raised bed that I made this winter and just hoiked in some big old boulders. And it's at the base here of a Scots pine, relatively young. It's about 7 years old, this Scots pine. And it was growing at ground level, but I've raised it, so I've got some more soil to play with. And today I really just wanted to take this opportunity, because I'm going to be planting up this area, to consider the colour green and to consider reusing plants, getting plants for free, and yeah, the use of very bright colours as well. And finally, light. Now, if you can handle all of those things in one go, then well done. I'll do my best to make it real simple for you. So we've got here this area. Now, I've already planted it out with, this is called Christmas box. And this is going to give some wonderful interest throughout the year in terms of its foliage, but also in Christmas time it's going to flower, and it's a wonderful scented plant. And I'm working in an area here that is actually, it's relatively shady. It gets quite a decent amount of indirect light. And it's really worth considering when you're planting an area up, not just how much direct light it gets, but how much indirect light. Now this is quite an open area here, and so it actually does get quite a decent amount of indirect light. It gets direct sunlight in the summer in the afternoon. In the winter, it gets a certain amount of sunlight because the oak tree, which is about 50 metres over in the south, loses all of its leaves, of course, so light does come through. So again, think about those variables over the year. You know, it's not just what's light now, but when is there light that changes over the season. So all of those things, all light related. And now we're going to talk a bit about the colour green. So we've talked about the Christmas box. Now the Christmas box is an evergreen, so it's going to stay green all year round, and I love that. And it's going under a pine tree, which again is green all year round. That's going to make a good solid cover. I've got about 15 different plants in there, and they will fill this area out. But I wanted a little bit more interest. And so what I'm going to do is I've got some of these, this is quaking grass. And if you can see close up, it's got these wonderful little seed heads which kind of quake, hence its name. And I've got these for free because these are self-sown. I think I got one of these plants last year, had it in a pot, and it's dropped its seeds all over. I saw the new grass coming through, and I thought that doesn't look like grass that normally sprouts up in my flower bed. So I separated it out, planted it on, and yes, indeed, it turned out to be Quaker grass. So that's really great. So I've got this free plant. And I've put a couple in already, and I'm just putting them around the base of the pine tree because I love the colour of this. Look, it's a lovely light lime green colour, and it's going to make a wonderful contrast, especially because I've got a bay tree behind me which is quite dark. And because this is a light area but in a relatively shady spot, if that makes sense, this will make a wonderful contrast. So I'm just going to make small hole here, and I'm going to pop this in. Falls out easily, and roots are really good to go. And if you remember from previous videos, make sure that the level, so you can see where the grass meets the soil here, that's going to be the level that you put your plant into the ground. So sometimes I loosen the roots up at the base of plants to help them get established, but with this grass it's a tough old cookie, so it will be fine. So that's a little bit deep, so I'll put a bit more soil in there, back in there. There we go. So, and then just scatter a bit of soil around it, a little bit of firming, and that's fine. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I have some hellebores that were in a big pot over the winter, really, up by the front of the house, and I wanted to break them all up. I've got quite a number of them, and they're small dwarf variety, and So I'm reusing them. I quite often do this. I'll put things in pots because I want to have them close to the house where I see them more often. And then I want to put them somewhere else where they can just continue to live out their lives. And so I think these will do quite well because they're an evergreen again, so they're going to provide year-round interest with the colour green. They're very similar actually to the Christmas box in terms of the leaf colour, but that's fine. That will be nice because I wanted to have more of a uniform block of green around the base of this. It's going to be there year round. So I'll start popping those in, and as you can see, it's all loose roots because it's been tapped out of a big pot where a lot of them are growing together. And I'm going to just have to dig a little bit deeper for that. Get hands in there and just, lay that in gently and slowly start to put the soil in so the soil is mingling with the roots as you're putting the plant in. So that's all going really well there. Just firm that in, and there we go. And the Christmas box are a smaller plant than the hellebores, but they'll be fine. They won't be struggling to get light. There's plenty of it here. And then the final thing I'm going to do, even though I'm planting a lot of green and we're talking about green, is I want to have a bit of colour. And one of the great things in gardening is you're generally working with variations on the colour green. But what makes green so great is it's like the perfect backdrop, the perfect canvas for colour. And so what I'm going to be putting in are nasturtiums. Now you can see these fellows are a little bit wee right now, so I don't really want to put them in yet. And the other reason I don't really want to put them in yet is because the forecast is that we might get a bit of a cold snap, and these fellows will suffer a little bit with that. So always worth checking the weather. Don't get too overconfident with your gardening, thinking I'm going to get it in now because it's a beautiful sunny day as it is today, and then you put something in which is a little bit tender and gets cut back by the cold or the frost. So I'm going to hold off, but they will go in here and they'll tumble down, and they've got wonderful big leaves when they grow, and you've got the wonderful colour, so it'll be a nice splash of colour in this one island area. And of course it's edible, and isn't that great? So I will be eating the leaves and I'll be eating the flowers throughout the summer in salads. So that is just a fabulous plant to have. Always having nasturtiums to hand. So guys, that is it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I really look forward to speaking to you again soon. So thank you for your listening and have a really great day. Bye bye.